Very tired this morning. Ooh. Turns out this wedding hangover is turning into a two-dayer. But I've got a pretty cruisy rest of the week, which is so nice. That's also probably why I'm so tired, because I know that I don't have anything else on, so my body's just like... Today's plan is I do want to film some content for Instagram and TikTok. And I think that's just all I'm going to do today. Content is king. I get majority of my leads through Instagram. And I'm sure that will eventually become TikTok as well, as like the next generation starts getting engaged and getting married. So content is always a priority for me. Hence why I've decided to start this YouTube channel for photographers, because I know myself when I want to learn stuff photography wise, anything educational to do with photography, I go straight to YouTube, because they're generally like the longer in-depth tutorials compared to short form on social media. YouTube is social media, Instagram and TikTok. I will take you with me to the office, film some behind the scenes of me making some content. I've got some funny ideas today. I had this old TikTok account. Eggs are boiling. Need to time that. Yeah, I had this old TikTok account, and it was mainly because I started it back when no one had TikTok, and I'm like kicking myself that I didn't keep going, because I know that a lot of people that started when it was early, they just like, it boomed for them. But I gave up. It was like during COVID, I was teaching myself how to play guitar, and it was more just for me, like to see how much I was going to progress playing the guitar. Mind you, I haven't picked up the guitar since I was inspired the other night and played it for a little bit. So yeah, maybe I'll get back into it and I can film some of that. But anyway, that's a hectic side note. While scrolling through the old TikTok, I also used to like just do some funny voiceovers of like Carl Barron, and there was like this guy that did like Mexican voiceovers about tequila, and it was so funny. And I was watching it with James, and James was just like pissing himself. He's like, you need to do more of this, because it's just like so entertaining. And it does give couples also more of like an insight to me. Like that's the sort of banter that I love, is like that Carl Barron sense of humour. So that's today's plan, is to go to the office and do some Carl Barron content, and just some funny things to drip through. Jesus, Gal needs another coffee. I've already been for my beach walk. So sorry, I should have taken you with me. But yeah, I've done that. Come back, about to have brekkie, have another coffee, clearly need one. And yeah, then we'll start the day. Not sure what I just filmed then. Didn't realise you were on. Okay, just done a little Officeworks stopover. Restocked for 2026. Fresh new hard drive. Nothing excites me more than a brand new fresh hard drive. Haven't tried WD before. Is that the actual name of it, or is that just hyphenated? Western Digital. Haven't tried Western Digital before, but I just did a quick little ChatGPT search while I was in Officeworks, and it said that was one of the most reliable brands, and it was like pretty affordable for 5 terabytes. It was like $220 or $230, which like the lacy ones, the orange, everyone's had the lacy, that one's like $370, $380. So we'll see how Western Digital goes. Give you a little review maybe once it's full. No bloody cold water in the fridge, which is a real shame, because I'm extremely thirsty. That's so annoying. Tap water here is disgusting. It's gonna have to do, which sucks. Already dreading drinking this. Oh, James is here. Turns out we did have water. James just popped into the factory, started filling up his water bottle. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? What the shit is going on? Ooh, way too many instructions. Okay, I can't be asked with that. I am the world's most impatient person. Import your data from a cloud storage account to your connected device. No! I already never want to buy this brand hard drive ever again. Alright, so at this point my advice would be don't go with Western Digital. But yeah, anyway, it is what it is. I came here to do content, not to set up a fucking hard drive, and it's taking forever. Alright, let's get into it.
And a lot of it is still super cute, but it just doesn't make it into the final film.
First one we're doing is this one.
Dad was a man of mystery. Dad was a man of mystery. Dad was always talking about something you had to kind of figure out.
No, this one?
Whatever me and my brother were doing, Dad always wanted to be included. I said, Dad, me and Troy go on the beach. He'd say, Troy and I. Me and Troy going. Troy and I are bloody going. I was all right, then you two go. Stay with mum, who gives a shit.
The inspo for the content. So I've just, whenever I find like funny content like this, like I love Carl Barron. If anyone knows me well at all, like you will know that Carl Barron is like my favorite human in the whole world. When I find like funny videos like that I want to create content of, I try to find something that I can relate it back to with my work because I'm putting it on my work page. I always relate the content back to me or to my business. So then it's not just like I'm just doing this like random content. So that's gonna be the first one. So we'll film some behind the scenes because I'm sure I'll fuck it up a million times. And then I've got a bit of a list of some content ideas. So some of it's like talking to camera. I might have like written down an idea and maybe I want to turn it into something funny like this. So I'll see if I can get through. I want to do like at least 5. 5 would make me feel productive. And we'll see how we go energy wise with 5. I'm currently not overly in the mood, but like once I start, I can get in the mood. So we'll see how we go. Sometimes I get on a bit of a roll and I can keep going. Other times I'm like, that's enough. I'm dead. All right, let's start with Cal. I always get this to count me in.
Bloody going. Was it all right, then you?
Use audio. Where's the timer? Okay. 3 seconds. So whatever me and my brother were doing, so in that time I want to go that, this, oh this is going to be Dad, and then that should do. So Dad's going to be sitting on the couch. This has stopped following me. Over here. Here we go. Need my sunnies. This better go viral. There's a lot of effort going into this.
Whatever me and my brother were doing, Dad always wanted to be included. I said, Dad, me and Troy go on the beach. He'd say, Troy and I. Me and Troy going. Troy
Too
and I
early.
bloody going.
So as I like go through them, I save them because sometimes like the first video, there could be a section in it that's like really good that I can use, but I need to clip it to like another video. So I just like save them all as I'm going, and then I generally like end up with the whole clip at the end of it. This is behind the scenes of content, guys. When you see content, like it doesn't take them one fucking shot. So funny, I've like got these sheer curtains because there's other factories like opposite me, and like I've done content here before because the lighting is so nice. I've actually got the curtains closed and the lighting's still so good, but like I've had it open before and like they've been watching me like make content. And I'm like, oh, rack off your moles. Here we go. Dad, me and Troy go on the beach.
Whatever me and my brother were doing, Dad always wanted to be included. I said, Dad, me and Troy go on the beach. He'd say, Troy and I. Me and Troy going. Troy and I are bloody going. I was all right, then you two go. Stay with mum, who gives a shit. Me and Troy going. Troy and I are bloody going.
It was good, but like my timing was a bit off. And I get so, I should pause that. I get so like, the timing has to be perfect. Otherwise I don't think it's as funny. We'll do one more and then we're gonna do the dad part.
Where am I bloody going? I was alright, then you two go. Stay if nothing gives a shit.
Towel was a bit dramatic.
Whatever me and my brother.
That will do, because when I clip it, we can nail the timing. Okay, so now I've got to do dad. I might sit here. Dad's got glasses on. Flicking through a mag. That's actually our beautiful real estate agents. They were so amazing. If anyone is a small business owner and looking to buy a house, I have a whole team ready for you because we both have smallish businesses. And we both just bought a house. So exciting. Okay, we're gonna set this up. Gonna move that bag. So how would dad sit? Yep, that'll do.
Whatever me and my brother were doing, Dad always wanted to be included. I said, Dad, me and Troy going to the beach. He'd say, Troy and I. Me and Troy going. Troy and I are bloody going.
I missed it.
I was alright, then you...
I don't know if this is valuable content for YouTube at all. You guys enjoying this? BTS of me making Carl Barron content. Lol. Anyway, whatever. It's my channel, not yours.
Always wanted to be included. I said, Dad, me and Troy going to the beach. He'd say, Troy and I. Me and Troy going. Troy and I are bloody going. I was alright, then you two go.
You know when like people pronounce things different? Like I don't know how to explain to you, but like the way I pronounced that then was incorrect. Going. Troy and I are bloody going. And I was saying going. I don't know if that's making sense, but it just didn't look like it matched. This is how much effort I put into my content. I'm already bogan enough as it is. I didn't think I needed to accentuate it.
Me and Troy going. Troy and I are bloody going. Me and Troy going. Troy and I are bloody going. I was alright.
That'll do.
Me and my brother
Perfect.
were down at the beach.
So let's save that. Then let's piece it all together and I'll show you the final product. Bang, 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 bang. So I just insert all the clips and I just pick the best one. I need the timing to be spot on. So like, that took me way too long, but like, it'll be so worth it when I post it. And I can't wait. I'm just gonna do it now. Whenever I do like a funny piece of content, like I just want to get it out there now because I'm just like, now I'm in the mood. So anyway, I'll show you the preview.
Me and my brother were doing, Dad always wanted to be included. I said, Dad, me and Troy going to the beach. He'd say, Troy and I. Me and Troy going. Troy and I are bloody going. I was alright, then you two go. Stay if nothing gives a shit. Whatever me and my brother...
Now I'm gonna think of a caption. Yeah, it'll be something along the lines of like, you know, finally finished editing and then this happens or something like that. And then I'll put that up. When I post, I always I'll save this now. Well, it's already saved. So I can do TikTok, Instagram, and also put it on YouTube Shorts. Anytime you make a bit of content, make sure you post it everywhere because the more places you post it, the more eyes that see it. Sometimes people find me on TikTok, but then end up on my Instagram to see my photos. And then that's when they inquire. So you never know where a lead is going to find you. So the more places you post, the more likely they are to find you. So I'm gonna think of a caption, put this up, post this, and then I'm going to record another 3-4 videos. And then, have something to eat and go to the gym. After dicking around with that new hard drive all afternoon, I've decided to give up and I'm taking it back. And I'm going back to either the trusty Lacey or... what was the other brand I was looking at? Samsung as well. I think I've heard is like a good brand of hard drive. I feel like I've just had one of those days that I am just so tired. I did my very best to get some content done. I think I managed to do 3, maybe 4 videos. I'm so much better at doing content. One, when I'm in the mood. I wasn't in the mood, so I should have known I was doomed from the start. I knew that I wanted that one Carl Barron video done, and once I got that done, I was happy. And then after that, I was just sort of like piss farting around. And so because I didn't really have a plan, I was just being an absolute goose, really. I wasted about 3 hours in the office just recording maybe pointless content. And then what's the bet? Like the other 2-3 videos that I made, I'm just like, these are so shit. What's the bet? They do well. It's always the way. Always the way. The videos that I just put absolutely no effort into whatsoever just go boom. I went to the gym. That was a struggle. I am so determined to get into better shape this year. Not that I'm overweight, I'm not saying that, but I feel very fluffy and not toned and just, I don't feel my best self. So I'm currently trying to stay consistent. Consistency was my kryptonite last year. So even though I was extremely tired, I was like, nope, girl, get to the gym. Even if I just go and I just get there and I'm like, I have no energy, I cannot, I would just walk on the treadmill, and at least I went. But today I got through a workout, went on the treadmill for 20 minutes, and then went to the shops, got all the healthy food. I'm currently roasting some pumpkin. I follow this girl, her name's Madeline Raskin. I hope I'm not butchering that. She's Canadian and she's a personal trainer. She's got a YouTube channel. She is just the best because she's just got the best personality. She's so funny. And I've just been binging her content. I'm in one of those moods that I just want to scroll. So I'm like, if I'm going to scroll, I'm at least going to make it productive. So I've just been scrolling all her content, and it's just so good. It's just so, she makes it so easy to understand, but it's also extremely funny. So she's actually got a heap of really good recipes too, because she makes bulk meals. Her breakfast is scrambled eggs, but bulks it with egg whites rather than having all the yolks, and bulks it up with pumpkin and what else is in there? Greek yogurt. And it was just this huge breakfast that I know would just keep me so full for so long. In the morning I just have a few eggs on these little sandwich things, and I'm hungry in 2 hours. I've done, despite being so tired, I have done everything I possibly can for myself today to be maybe not productive, but at least healthy. Sometimes you can have those tired days and then you did nothing and you ate like shit, then you're I just want today to be over. I'm at least I did everything I possibly could to stay on track with my health and fitness goals. I'll cook dinner, eat dinner, go for my sunset walk, and then me and James have started a new series. I don't know if it's on Netflix or on Prime. Can't even think of the name of it. It's Yellowstone. What's the name of it? We're so addicted. I think what I'll do is I will do my emails on the couch while we watch that, because I know if I sit on the couch now, I won't get back up. Just a little hard drive update for you. That's how yesterday's spontaneous purchase went.
Neither of us have really lived kind of my one cry. Anyway, we won't get into that.
This little leaf in your frame. Let me see if I can fix that. Alright. Now, unfortunately for James, I'm not great in the kitchen. I just love simple. But I am always health conscious with my meals. And I would generally find meals that I will just repeat. Breakfast is currently eggs, pumpkin, and Greek yogurt. That was a recipe I told you yesterday how I was following that. PT, Madeline Raskin. Oh my god. Pumpkin and eggs is a combination that you did not know that you needed. Because that's so easy to make. I just prep a whole bunch of pumpkin, and now I've probably got enough pumpkin to last me a whole week. So that will be my breakfast every single day. Lunch is currently tuna. I've got some lettuce leaves, and I've got like some tomatoes and jalapenos and stuff, and I'm just going to put it in the lettuce leaf. That's probably going to be my new obsession for the next week or two. And then dinner is either like steak or some other protein with, I just love having like broccolini and like roast veggies. I love having like roast veggies. I don't know, I feel like they just fill me up better than a salad does. I'm going to whip this up. I'm going to have this. I'm going to sit. I found a little, we don't have our outdoor furniture yet. I actually love to sit in our little outdoor area and do some work, but yeah, that's unfortunately not an option currently. So I've been sitting like in our little front door. This is like, it's perfect because like I look out onto like all these beautiful like palm trees, and like the beach is like right there. Like I can't see the beach, but like just knowing that it's over in that direction, I'm just like, I just love sitting outside to do a bit of my work. I don't like being cooped up inside. And then I'm either going to sauna or I'm going to go lay on the beach. I want to do both. I just don't know what order I'm going to do that. Maybe beach first. It's very nice and sunny and warm out there. This is wildly off topic, but I just thought, considering I'm filming behind the scenes of my life, I would just film this because I think it could be potentially hilarious. I had to go to the dentist recently because I actually cracked my tooth from grinding. I didn't even realize I was like a big teeth grinder until this happened. So I have ordered myself a mouth guard from SmileFlex, and I have to do like 2 impressions to send back to them so they can make my mouth guard for me. So this is something I'm going to wear at night so I don't grind. I feel like I also grind during the day. Like I'm someone that like when I'm in the zone and I'm like thinking creatively, like I'm all tense. And so hopefully this is also something that I can wear like when I'm working, because when I'm working, I'm just like trying to get a million things done. And I feel like that's also when I clench. Maybe it is somewhat relative to this YouTube channel. But if not, enjoy watching me put a fucking mouth guard in my mouth. Yeah, so I've got 2 impressions to do. So I've had to put these gloves on. And then we've got two things of putty that I have to put together. I have to put it into this mold and in my mouth. So I have to mold this together so there's no streaks. I have to have it in my mouth for like 3 or something minutes, which is concerning. 4 minutes. That's such a long time. This is stressful. I feel like it's going to set, but it's obviously not if it's going to take me 4 minutes. I'm nervous. My God, my lips are going to be chapped after this. All right. Stressed. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. My God. That was the longest 4 minutes of my life. I think I nailed it though. So weird. So weird that it's gone so hard. It's literally like hard as a rock. I don't want to do that again. But better to be safe than sorry. Oh, it actually like, because I clench so much, I've got these like knots in my jaw, which hopefully this like fixes that, although I'm sure I'm still going to clench, but it's just stopping me from damaging my teeth. I need to get these knots in my jaw fixed. I've heard you can either get needling, like dry needling in your cheek. Sounds extremely painful, but I do love dry needling, like in my muscles, so I can see how it would work. Or I have heard you can also get Botox in your I don't know how to say that word, but you probably know what I mean. it doesn't actually change the shape of your face. I am not yet interested in Botox, but apparently it like relaxes the muscle so you actually can't clench. I really should look into getting that done because surprisingly it doesn't like give me headaches, but I'm sure I'm probably getting close to that stage because they're hectic, those knots in my jaw. But yeah, maybe this is like a business owner thing because you're always thinking, you're always like, your brain's on 24/7, and I feel like just when my brain is on, that's when I'm clenching because I'm just like going a million miles an hour, or when I'm concentrating. Annoying. Like, I wonder if there's other things I can do to like stop me from doing that. I sort of want James to come home mid me doing this, but he's not home for ages. Damn it. Should have waited. He can watch this back. He'll be like, I'm not interested. I know you're a dickhead. Yep, fair enough. Round 2. I like my first one was better. Didn't bite down as hard on the second one at the back. And they're the ones that are most important. Lucky I nailed the first one. That is done, thank God. So now I post it back to them. And then, my mouth feels weird. And then they make my mouth guard from that. I did have the option to do this at my dentist. It was double the price. I mean, if you do want the reassurance, then get it done at your dentist. But this was $400. So the one at the dentist, I don't know if all dentists are different. I really butchered that second one, didn't I? Whatever. That's for the night one. So the night one's the most expensive one. There was like day ones. There was like what else was there? A flexi one, so like one that like you can wear day and night, but like that's if you're not like a heavy grinder. I cracked my tooth, so pretty sure I'm a heavy grinder. And hopefully I don't crack another tooth. That'd be great because it's fucking expensive. I have spent the day, not doing much. Actually, I've just recorded a bit of content for Instagram and TikTok. Bought one of those apps where you can like plan out your grid on Instagram, and the most anal person in the world about how my grid looks. Like, it has got to be spot on. That's obviously like a photo thing. Like, obviously when people come to my Instagram, they're looking at my page for photos, so like I want that to be aesthetically pleasing at all times. So I mess around with this grid like you would not believe. But I've got this one carousel post that I want to put up. It's of some film photos that I did for a couple at a wedding. And because of the certain film that I used, or maybe the lighting or something, the film photo that I want as the cover is like kind of a bit purpley. So I really like it because it's like, it's so different. But for me to put that in my grid, like, it's not working because I've got a lot of greens and a lot of blues and black and whites. There's not really any purple in there. So I've been fucking dicking around with my grid trying to like think of another cover I can put in there to make, purely to make this post work. I don't even want to know how much time I spent on it because it's laughable. I can't be the only one with this problem now that I've got this app. I would rather spend a whole night on that, like planning out my grid, than scrolling. That's a problem, isn't it? Anyway, we're addressing it. No, we're not. We're not addressing it. We'll never address it. It'll always be a problem. That's what I've been doing today. I have been somewhat productive. Like, I went for my morning beach walk, went to the gym, did a big food shop, James has been back at work this week and he's been very busy and very tired. I've gone out and done some nice things for him. He likes having boiled eggs at all times, a bunch of bananas in the fridge, some soda water, you know, just doing wifey duties without being a wifey. Anyway, it's Friday and it's not a busy wedding season. So on days like this, when I'm not like overly productive, I just remind myself how hectic my life gets when it's wedding season, and I just enjoy these months or weeks being a bit slower. Like, enjoy it while it lasts. So that's a little reminder to all wedding photographers, like, your year goes like this. So when you do have a slow season, like, yes, it can be stressful because you're not busy, you're not working, you're feeling like you should be busy. But if you have enough work in those like busy periods, like, just try to enjoy this time. Like, yesterday I went and laid down at the beach for like an hour. I never do that. And it was the best. I may even, what's the time? Maybe I'll even go do that now. It's very tempting, but I should do some work. Anyway, James will be home soon and he is picking up our outdoor setting. We haven't had an outdoor setting since we moved in, and I've been wanting to sit outside so badly. Show you like where I've been sitting. So this has been my little, how do I zoom in? No, that's not it. Oh my Godfather. This has been my little nook right here. I've been sitting right there with my laptop and my coffee and my lunch and my brekkie because I can't sit outside. But this is our little outdoor area, and James is picking up our outdoor setting now. So excited to sit out there tonight, have a glass of wine, and just finally enjoy our outdoor area. Should I do some work? The never-ending battle, to work or to just frolic in the ocean. What a tough life I have. Honestly, first world problems. Happy doggy. Is that better? Take it off. She's saying she's sorry. So last week the plan was to film a whole week in my life, right? So the goal is to put out a video every single week. Originally the goal was Monday, but then I spent the whole day Monday editing, and with my perfectionist issues, that took until 9 p.m. that night. So I didn't get the video out until Tuesday. So turns out that every single Tuesday is when my videos are gonna come out, because Monday is the most like practical day for me to edit. I always block out Mondays with like no meetings, no editing, no shooting. Sometimes I make an exception, but usually Mondays are for me. So it's the best day for me to edit. So every single Tuesday I plan to put out a video. Anyway, getting to the point, I started editing it and I got into like day 2. So I'd done the wedding, done my sneak peeks. I talked so much shit on that day of sneak peeks that I was like, I just need to make this one video. Instead of it being a week in the life, it turned into a day in the life. And there is some other stuff from last week that I'm going to add into this video, which I've probably started with that and now you're seeing this, but I'm just explaining my week. Having another day of like filming some content. Again, I'm not in the mood. I've had a really fun creative idea, so I'm hoping that this gets me in the mood. I'm gonna set you up somewhere. I'm gonna film some content. Again, the plan is to do 5 videos. If I end up with 1, it's better than none. If I end up with just this 1 video, I'll be so happy. I reckon you're gonna be fine just there. Now that aircon is not kicking in. The plan for this bit of content is I keep seeing fitness influencers on socials use like food props for content. So I sort of just like sparked an idea in me that I can use food props for content and just, you know, put my own little funny wedding photographer spin on it. That's what today's video is. I've set up my phone to film this, but it's like at a weird, it's a very weird angle. Go there. Why, being a photographer and filming content, everything's got to be aesthetically pleasing. It's like, this is one of those videos that I'm putting so much thought into, and I bet you, like, it's always the videos that you plan out so much and put so much thought into that are just absolute flops. And then the ones that I just like set up my phone in my car and just talk shit for a minute, they go wild, honestly. I've gone to the effort of stopping at the shops, buying a bag of Skittles, writing a bunch of notes. Like I've got like a full script for this video, and I bet you I get 1 view. Let's just start filming and see how this goes. I keep seeing videos online of fitness influencers using food props for videos, so I want to turn. Let's imagine that this whole bag of Skittles is every human in the entire world. Probably should have bought another couple of bags of Skittles. The chances of you and your partner meeting are within this little land of opportunity. That wasn't it, that wasn't my script. Pause, what was my script? Now I have to put all the Skittles back in the bag. Certainly won't be eating these, let's be honest, I am. I really need to plan out this first half of the video better so I don't have to keep doing this. It's that hot in here that I'm also worried that these are gonna melt. Is that a thing? Skittles melt? Soon find out. Definitely not eating these now. Let's be honest, still will. Oh, I just had a feeling that this video was gonna be too much admin. It better be worth it. Let's try again. Here is a whole bag of Skittles. This bag of Skittles represents all the people in the world. Your partner is one thing, but let's remember you. Okay, cool. La 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 la. So let's imagine for a second that this bag of Skittles represents every human in the whole entire world. So the chances of you and your partner meeting, I need to move this bag. So the chances of you and your partner meeting is already one thing, but let's remember that you both, what did I say? Douchebags. You both dated a bunch of douchebags first. How do I do this? I need to like wipe them off the table. What can they go into? Pause. How do they make this look so aesthetically pleasing in their fitness videos? I definitely didn't date that many people. We'll just go with that. Okay, so I need more variety of colours in here. What did I say after this? Okay, so we've managed to narrow it down to everyone that you dated. We never dated. I need to go less. I'm so tempted to eat these, but I know they've all been on the ground. So now we're starting to figure out what flavour we like. So we reject the yellows. Orange is never to be trusted. And green, don't even get me started on green. You guys are the reason that the therapy industry is booming. And then there were 2. If these are not your 2 favourite flavours, then if these are not your 2 favourite flavours, then I bet you're still single. Is that too harsh? So the chances of you meeting have come down to this, but it gets wilder. Is that what I said? But isn't that wild? Out of all those humans, the chances of you two meeting was so... Is that not wild? The chances out of all those humans of you two... The chances out of those billions of people of you two meeting were so slim, but you did. But wait, it gets wilder. Because out of all the humans, oh dear, that were left, out of all the humans that are left, only a very small percentage of us decided to become wedding photographers. And then you found me. Is that what I meant to say? You're wedding photographers. Shh. And then you found me. Is that how I want to end this? All right, let's clip it all together.
Like your body changing, you like relationship
Shush, Tony. So we're gonna clip this together and we're gonna see how it all looks. Bang, 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 bang. No sound. I just put it into TikTok and I clip it all together. I just find like TikTok is just easy. I use the Edits app now for Instagram and it's very similar, but I don't know. I just find TikTok like super user friendly with the clipping. So I'm gonna clip all this together. If I'm happy with it, I will show you the final product. If I'm not, I will bring you back to the filming journey. Success! Video's all clipped together. I've put it onto TikTok. I just feel like timing with TikTok, it just doesn't matter. I feel like you can post any time of the day and if it's gonna do well, it'll do well. If it's not, it won't. So I just posted on TikTok. I am now uploading it for Instagram, which I'm just gonna schedule for it to post tonight. And as I said, the plan was to make another 3 or 4 videos. But like, I'm really happy with like how that video ended up. So now I'm just like, fuck it, do I just go home? But I'm here and I may as well just like keep filming. So I've got a few more ideas. As I'm like, whenever I go for like beach walks or like if I'm having a conversation with someone, I always just get random content ideas like pop up in my head. So I've literally got this whole list in my notes app on my phone of like content. Oh, that's ready. Of my content ideas. I've got like this never ending list of ideas for content. So I'm just gonna schedule this post for tonight and then I'll set you up again and I'll film maybe 2 more. If I get on a roll, I'll do a few more.
We're gonna change all your passwords to something new.
Okay, cool.
What do you want it to be?
Tequila.
You can't make it so obvious, man.
It's gotta be something I can remember though, you know? And I never forget tequila. Unless I drink too much tequila, then I forget everything.
What's your wife's name?
Oh, relax. Why are we bringing her into this?
It's got
Again, I'm just saving all these because I might be able to like clip them together. But it's so much better when like I get on a roll and I get one like the whole way through because like I hate when you can tell that it's been clipped but they're like 2 different videos. Once again, my OCD. This is why content takes me so long because my OCD is fucking wild. Oh, so close. What's your favorite song? Straight away.
What's your favorite song?
I really like that song that goes, what was that one called? What was that one called?
Okay, what about your
Oh, that's so annoying. That was so close.
Let's spell backwards. Cool.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's not confusing at all. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's not confusing at all.
We're gonna change all your passwords.
I reckon I just got that.
Okay, cool.
So hard. Like I love the voiceover videos so much, but they're so time consuming because like I like to nail it like right on the word. So it takes me, how many takes was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, like 10 takes. On a roll here, folks. This is video 3 down. If I can get out 2 more, it's only 3 o'clock. If I can get out 2 more videos, I'll be stoked. I like the Edits app, but it's also kind of annoying. When you want to edit the video just in the app, it always takes you back to edits.
We're going to change all your passwords to something.
And I don't love that feature.
What do you want it to
Pisses me off, actually. We're going to edit this. I'm going to save it. I'm going to do 2 more videos and then we're calling it a day. I think you've seen enough. Good morning, fam. Happy Friday. Shiva's got something on her nose and she can't get it off. Here she comes. Good thing, good thing. Oh, I can't turn you around, it's tracking my face. Come on then. It's very thirsty. Today is my live workshop, so I'm jumping on in about an hour. I don't have a huge group, but like it's kind of actually worked out better. Going off the workshop that I did last time, people like that more one-on-one help at the end. Like I'm trying to think of when I've done workshops, like I'm listening, but then it's not until like it gets to the Q&A and you can ask more specific questions about like you and your business that you actually get the value out of it. So because it's a small group, I'll be able to do that, which I think is more valuable than the whole workshop. The whole point of the workshop is for me to actually record it live, and I will be turning the recording into a bit of a lead magnet. I guess when it comes to the education side that I'm trying to build, the whole point of it is to set up education that doesn't require me to physically be there. Like I don't want to do this one-on-one coaching situation. Long-term goal for this year is to build a bit of an online course. So then all I have to do throughout the year is create content, and that drives people to my Stan Store to purchase the online course. If people have any questions, they can always reach out to me on Instagram and stuff, but the whole point of this is to set up something next to my photography business that doesn't require me to physically be there, because my wedding photography is very physical. It's one-on-one, it's, exchanging time for money. So I'm trying to set up something on the side that does not require that. I've already got a little freebie that is set up in my Stan Store. So that has been generating emails for me, so I can build up a bit of an email database. And then this live recording will be like a small ticket offer that I will set up ads for, I'll create content for. That's the plan. I don't know if any of that made sense. I have been binging, as you now know, podcasts and YouTubers on setting up like a passive income stream. So I'm just blurting out everything that I've learnt and consumed. So that is the plan. The plan could change, but whole goal of today's live workshop is 1, to help the people there and give good value, but 2, to record it and set that up as a continuous form of income. I'm just going to make myself a coffee. I'm going to get myself all set up upstairs. I will set this up and just record it behind the scenes, and then I'll just add in some snippets throughout the workshop. I've got my little setup. My issue is that when I work, right, this is where I sit at my desk, and this light, it's not doing it for me. So this, if I turn you around, is going to be where I sit for the workshop. Look at how much better that lighting is. Everything is about lighting, especially when you are educating photographers. That's where my little bum will be parked for the next hour and a half, I would say. I don't feel too stressed because I've already done this before. If anything, I'm like excited because I know how much I'm about to help people. Like it makes, when I did my last workshop and then everyone was messaging me after the workshop being like, oh my God, that was amazing. That was so helpful. I've already implemented stuff. Like it makes me feel so good. So like, I'm just excited. If I'm going to create an online course, it would be amazing to know what else is helpful to people, because I want to pack as much as I possibly can into the course, but like not stuff that's like irrelevant. Like I sort of want to get a gauge as to who I'm attracting, like what stage of their business are they at and what do they need help with. If I was to launch a course, and what would make you purchase, basically. Or like adding this into this week's vlog, considering this week's vlog is like all about content, I thought this would be relevant to sort of pair the two together, because I'm about to educate some people on how I literally attract my dream client through Instagram. I have got a fully booked calendar for 2026. And every single one of those clients, I am so excited about. Like when I met them on the Zoom call, we just like clicked straight away. There was banter. We just got along so well. Every single one of my couples was like that. We were very blessed, very lucky, but I did have a strategy for the sort of content I was putting out on Instagram to attract that sort of couple. So that's what I'm going to teach everyone today. Doing another little Instagram story post. You never know, like the amount of times that you like post things, you think that everyone has seen every single post. It is not the case. Like the amount of times that I have joined stuff like this, it's been the last minute. I'm scrolling on stories and I see their story like, we're live in 30 minutes, come join us, blah, blah, blah. Like I have literally joined workshops like off those stories. So I'm just popping up a story now saying literally that, like it's not too late to join us. 30 minutes fam, so excited for you to all go into the weekend with so much inspo for your content. Even if that convinces one more person, like it's just one more person that I can help. I'm super happy with the turnout. I did have a lot more last time, my first workshop that I did. One, it was cheaper because it was my very first workshop. And two, I don't know if I marketed this enough or if I marketed it well. Don't know if that's a word, but this is all part of the process. Like I've never done this before. I've only just started doing education. So I guess when you do more, you figure out like what is your price range, like what people are willing to pay for a workshop that you run or a service that you offer. It's all trial and error. The fact that I got 6 when I put it up, like an extra $20. So the fact that I still got 6 out of that, like I'm so grateful. Like it's better than nothing. Imagine if no one was here. I'm stoked. And like I said, I think it will make it so much more valuable being a smaller group because I can help all of them like individually. I might even offer them at the end if they want to. Like I'm happy, I've got my phone here so I can actually jump onto their Instagram and like maybe review a piece of their content and just be like, love this, would have done this, or this is great, keep doing more of that, whatever. Very like personal help I can give with a smaller group. Maybe this is something that I do continue to do is these live workshops because I can help more people at once, but I might keep it super intimate so I can actually do that. And then the online course will be for the broader audience. I was going to take Sheba for a little walk first, but she seems to have passed out on the ground. But now that she's fallen asleep, I think I'll just leave her. Yep, she's twitching. Right, I'm gonna just jump on my Instagram because people might have questions or be struggling to, I don't know, book if they want to book last minute. And like I've said 3 times in a row, see you in there. Showtime. Hello. Oh my God, this is so fun. I love this. What a good way to start a Friday, by the way. It's almost making me sort of wish I did this in the afternoon. We could all have a little drink together. I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, isn't it? So the plan is to sort of go through all my slides, tell you like how I sort of got to the position I am in. It's still wild to me, like how busy I am in such a short amount of time. Like people think I've been shooting for like 10 years. It's like 3. So the fact that it's like sort of progressed so quickly, like when I look back through I'm not a huge stat gal, but like when I do look back through like my inquiries and stuff, it's all Instagram. Like I definitely do get like vendor, venue and like friend referrals and stuff, but majority of it is Instagram. And I'm like, okay, I think I've like clocked a little hack here and I think I can like help people with that. I'm actually gonna have to change the view of the screen because if I'm doing my thing and I can see all of you, I'm gonna be like, what are they doing over there? If your content is vague, if your content is generic, especially in our world where everyone can end up looking a little bit the same. Like, let's be honest, there's a white dress and there's a black tux. So unless you're putting your personality into those photos, into that content, into the caption, that's where you're just going to get lost and you're going to have people come across you, and that's when you sort of do attract the price shoppers. Doing all these stories being like 50% off, or if you want to do a wedding at this venue, I'll do it for free. So it's like all that sort of messaging on your content, like of course you're going to attract people that want either a free wedding or a cheap one. If you guys have any specific questions to your business, I will go to your page? Like, is it a reel? Is it like a carousel pose? So we've got like we've got a reel of like photo for everyone else. We've got a reel of like photos flicking through, which I love. Where is this? Wow. Oh my God, I love Dalesford. This is so stunning.
I don't do a lot of BTS video, so that's why I sometimes turn my photos into videos.
You've got a job to do when you're shooting. Like, you're focusing so much already creatively on the couple and on the photo that I would leave every single shoot and I'd be like, damn it, I didn't get any content. Consuming, because you've already got so many things. You're thinking of all the poses you want them to do, all the little creative cues that you've thought of before the shoot. Stuff like this, when I didn't have like that behind the scenes content. If you don't have like a piece of content from like behind the scenes or something, sometimes I've seen photographers, like maybe you're editing and they will like film themselves editing, smiling at their computer or something, and you're just like, oh, and like the caption on the video is like, oh my God, I cannot believe how these photos turned out. And then it goes to all the photos. That makes someone that initially wasn't interested see that video and go, oh, I want to keep watching. I want to see the photos now. Suddenly, this DJI has become my mirror. Yesterday, my DJI camera died throughout the remainder of the workshop. So like my plan was to do a bit of like a recap with you afterwards, but yeah, it was dead. Workshop went super, super well. I ended up having to say to them at the end, I was like, guys, this has to be like the last question because I'm going to wet my pants. Shame. So yeah, it was amazing. They all loved it. They all said, like, messaged me afterwards saying they took so much value out of it, which was like, that was the goal. I was just so happy to get that feedback because it's very reassuring to me that what I'm teaching is actually helpful. We'll not be doing another one for a while because weddings will get busy again soon, and I don't want, as much as I'm super keen to get stuck into this education stuff, I don't want it to take away from my couples and putting all my energy into them and my work. No more live workshops for a little bit, but what I have done, if you are watching this and you maybe either missed out on the workshop or you are only just finding out about it now and you want to see the replay, I do have the replay, has now just been uploaded this morning, hence why I'm still in my pajamas and peeling eggs. Makes no sense why I'm peeling eggs. Yeah, the whole workshop is now up and available and in my Stan store, which is linked in my bio. I love doing the like live workshops and I will continue to do those, but like sporadically, like maybe once every 3 or 6 months. It's not something that I have the capacity to do like weekly and monthly and whatever, especially because like I just give so much energy in those things. Like yesterday I was zapped after that workshop. Like I was just, it's such high energy for 3 hours, and being creative and thinking and making sure like everyone's questions get answered thoroughly. Like it's a lot. So it's not something I want to do regularly. I'm going to start recording / making a little online course, and then it's just sort of accessible at any time from anywhere. It's self-paced. They always have access to it no matter what. There will be like a workbook and the video recordings. That's what I'm thinking will be sustainable for me while this year of weddings is the biggest year of my career. I'm now sitting at about 37 weddings. I only wanted 30. I guess once we sort of got a mortgage, I was like, oh well, better take on some more weddings. I'll probably end up with 40, not gonna lie, because I've got some more inquiries sitting there. But yeah, while I've still got a hectic year of weddings, I don't have the time to be doing the one-on-one coaching situation. Once an online course is in the works, I'm sure I'll be taking you along with me on that journey. But yeah, workshop went really well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was a good little like content episode, some behind the scenes of me making content, but also me teaching other photographers. There's also a celebrant in there too, but yeah, just teaching people how they can be more intentional with their content so they can attract a better client on Instagram. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, so sorry. See you next week.